Hi, everybody. Welcome. Maria Bernardis here. And today I'm doing a presentation of this phenomenal light tech technology, X39, and basically discussing what it is and also presenting the business opportunity. So I wanted to start with a little bit of an introduction on who I am. So I've got a slideshow prepared. So I'm going to start with that, and then we're just going to basically launch into it. So the first thing I wanted people to know is, in addition to being an award-winning author, motivational speaker, I'm also a health and wellness coach, an intuitive coach. So basically, I help people find total health and wellness, no matter what their chronic illness is. And my work has been recognized. So, for example, in 2023, I was very blessed and honored to be voted number one on the top 10 list of females disrupting the health industry. Um, and for a reason, because, a lot of chronic illnesses that the medical profession doesn't know what to do. I'm able to help in that space. And in addition to that, this year I was actually an honored listee in the Marquee Who's Who of 2025, basically being acknowledged for my work and the fact that it's very much out of the box to what everybody else is doing. And they could not quite work out if there was anybody else out there doing what I'm doing. Which is really quite amazing to be recognized, because it basically validates to me that I'm getting results. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people find total health and wellness and transform their health. So basically, I'm just starting with, have you been patched yet? Now, before I launch into it, I wanted to cover a disclaimer, and that disclaimer essentially is that I am not a medical doctor. I am a health and wellness coach and also a partner with LifeWave and this light tech. So I'm not giving medical advice today. I'm just outlining my experience and what the doctors that I collaborate with have found. And I'm not going to diagnose or treat or cure, prevent any disease or illness. And again, please always consult your medical doctor or practitioner before making any health or lifestyle changes. So let's launch into it. Okay, so today I'm talking about stem cells. Stem cells are the holy grail of healing. If you don't have healthy stem cells, then you don't have a healthy life. And that's when you start to age, and that's when you have all sorts of inflammation and chronic illnesses. And just by way of background, a lot of people don't know is as age goes by, we actually lose our stem cells. So by the age of 30, we've lost half. And by the age of 60, we've lost almost all of them. And this is a very nice little diagram here, which shows you, here we are newborn, 1 to 12, look how much we've already lost. And as age goes by, we keep losing. And at 60 plus, well, we're pretty much really lost most of them, and we're starting to age. We're starting to get aches and pains. We've got less energy, less stamina. Not as quick to recover from exercise and all sorts of illnesses. We start to get wrinkles, hair loss, sleep quality declines, and also memory and brain health starts to suffer, weight gain, and again, I mentioned increased inflammation. So this is the signs that your stem cells are not all there, and they're not being sort of activated, to help with all of that. So how does it work? So very important. So nothing enters the body. I want to make this very clear. So there's no injections, there's no medication going in the body. This uses Nikola Tesla technology, ancient Greek technology, where there is a lattice of crystals that are also fed frequencies. So there's sacred geometry going on there. And basically, they are programmed to tell your body to activate the GHKCU copper peptide, which to repair and to produce new ones. So that's all it does. Okay. Very important. I just want to stress nothing enters into it. So it is perfectly safe to be using it alongside doctor prescribed medication. Okay. So it's not going to interfere with anything that you're doing at the moment. Another thing that I wanted to let you know is that there is a lot of studies to talk about GHKCU copper peptide, and that's the holy grail of stem cell activation and stem cell health. Also, a very dear friend of mine, Dr. Harmon, has written a book, and the book covers every single organ in the body and what he has seen in terms of using X39. So it basically helps with the brain, helps with the nerves, with the bones, every single organ benefits. And there are many, many studies to show what happens. Dr. Lauren Picard, who did all these studies, I mean, my goodness me, I think it's over 100 studies, if I remember correctly. So this is very important. The activating the GHKCU copper peptide and activating the stem cells is of vitally importance if you want to remain healthy at any age. So this is for any age. So the next thing I wanted to alert is we have had like a recent study that's happened. So just by way of background, I used to refer a lot of my clients before I knew about this modality to red light, to all sorts of other light therapies, and they were spending so much money buying this stuff, and it wasn't working 24/7. So this works 24/7. That is assuming you put it on every day and don't forget. Now, recent studies decided to put this light tech, X39, on people that were doing red light therapy. To me, I consider red light therapy old school. Okay, this is far more powerful. So when they actually put this light tech on the people that had the red light therapy, this is what they found. They found that the GHK copper peptide increased cell vitality by 12.5 times. So it's kind of put red light on steroids. It increased fibroblast growth factor by 230%, and it increased collagen synthesis by 70%. This is phenomenal, phenomenal results. So again, I did outline before how it works, but it just, just to cover a little bit more, what it does, it reflects light from your body, goes onto these particular crystals and frequencies. It then takes it back into the body, and it's programming the body to basically activate new stem cells. It also detoxes the body because it's an inbuilt glutathione, and it also reduces inflammation. Very important. If you're not reducing inflammation and you're using some sort of an injection method to inject stem cells, most of them will not survive. Okay, so there's no drugs, no chemicals, doesn't interfere with anything that you're doing. So it works very similar to light. When you go out there in the sun, the rays of the sun hit your skin, and what do? They produce vitamin D. So it's, which is another life enhancing peptide, and why we need sunlight every day. Preferably not a tablet form, but real sunlight. So it works the same way, just to be able to sort of demonstrate what is going on. So wanted to let everybody know that this is a very stable company. Revenues are increasing phenomenally because the results are there. We are getting phenomenal results. The doctors I collaborate with and the doctors that I'm partners with, they are all seeing phenomenal results. It is taking their healing to the next level. Okay. And one doctor, and I have published this particular quote, and he said, this is the best invention in medical history. So there are so many doctors praising this amazing technology. This is our great inventor. So he has over 130 patents. He is working on some amazing stuff that is coming out. Of course, there are other light modalities in this range, but this is the far more powerful one. And also this year, we have the first of its kind light system that adds light to the water. It removes all the plastics, all the toxins and everything else. It structures the water as God intended the water to be. But unfortunately, we're not getting it from tap water. And again, adds a layer to healing your cells and healing everything inside. So there will be a documentary coming out because this is the first product of its kind in the world. And as we know, X39 is non-duplicatable. No one has this. It can't be duplicated, and it is the first of its kind. So again, as I said, there are patents and studies. In the description of this video, you're going to find two links. The first one is going to be where you can find all the studies, all the patents, some testimonials. So all the science and everything you need to know to understand what this is and what it does. And the second link will be where you can go and see, the rest of the modalities and what else this company has to offer. So again, here's the patent number. And again, you'll find the details in that link in the description. And it basically makes it very clear. As a result of elevating the copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, there was noticed improvements of energy, elevation of antioxidants, which is the glutathione component, and reduction of inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen, improved wound healing, and other beneficial health effects. And you will find all of those in the patent and the testimonials that are included in the link of the description of this video. So it's proven. There are many, many, many studies. And again, you'll find those in the link, and you can go through them yourself to have a look at that. And again, as the patent said, these are some of the noted improvements pretty quickly that people saw, but there is many, many more. Now, so very important, it works on your human infrared light, okay? So basically, there's a lattice of sacred geometry with crystals, with frequencies that your light reflects on, and then it takes those back and it starts programming the body, do this, heal that. So whatever issue is going on in your body, it will address. So it will go and deal first with the most critical one. So it could be someone that has dementia and pain, but it will go straight, to the pain and do a little bit of work, to the brain, and then a little bit of work on the pain. So whatever is the issue, it will work on that first before it starts working on, getting rid of your wrinkles and anything else. And this is an example of when you put someone underneath these machineries which scan your energy and what's going on. So this is a 77-year-old woman. And she placed the technology at the back of her neck where the bone is. So red, you're seeing a lot of inflammation. That's what that shows. And this is session 2, session 3. You are seeing the removal of inflammation straight away, and the cells and everything just starting to repair and heal. So there is studies like that to show that. Very important. So here is what some of the studies have shown. And so in the first few days, you see 4,000 genes begin to reset. Also, stem cells start to be activated. Week 6, we start to see the balancing of the brain, decreases in the symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, depression, all that kind of brain stuff. So brain fog, whatever it is. Within 3 months, we're seeing hair growth, collagen production, decreased wrinkles, and we're seeing that's when it starts to work on the muscles and the skeleton and all of that. and sometimes earlier is what I've noticed. But we're going by the studies, and within 6 months, we start to see the organs reversing and really doing the repair work and really healing them, restoring them back to where they're meant to be. And of course, the studies show a lot more, but I'm just covering the main things. Now, the amazing thing with this light tech is I no longer have to send clients to go and do 3 or 4 different light modalities in a particular doctor's surgery or particular healing center, and they're paying anything from 600 to $400 a visit. Um, and they have to physically go in, and it's really active for that moment in time that they're getting the treatment. This works 24/7. So you put it on for 12 hours during the day, okay, and then you take it off for 12 hours, just before you go to bed or what have you. You don't want to put it on during the day because it does give you, the night, because it gives you energy and you won't be able to sleep. And then you repeat. And again, I do give additional modalities and tips and things to do to maximize this experience. So, if I had to compare 2 modalities that are out there at this moment on the market, which actually activate stem cells, it would be these 2. So, the one that everybody knows is the stem cell injections, which cost, in excess of $10,000 a treatment. They are invasive. Most of the times, the immune system rejects those cells because they're not in the DNA sequencing and fingerprint mark of that person. And normally they don't reduce the inflammation first in the body. And I have found that the body, if it has a lot of inflammation and you inject it with that, most of them die and leave. And it is a medical procedure. It's a bit of a long process, and there's no guarantee of results. What I'm talking about, which is x39 stem cell activation, so it stimulates your own GHKCU copper peptide, as I said before. So it's activating your own stem cells. It's affordable, it's safe, it's patented, there's clinical studies, there's no side effects, easy to use, working 24/7. Okay, so again, I have many testimonials, and you can go to the link in the description or join my private Facebook group, where I post so many testimonials, customers, clients, and other doctors in my group and what have you. Phenomenal. Always happy to share those with you. And so I'm sure you're starting to realize now that this is pretty groundbreaking, non-duplicatable technology. And again, more information in the links in the description. So I'm going to very briefly now cover the business, because I do get a lot of people that want to know about that side. And again, I collaborate with a lot of doctors, healers, health and wellness coaches, Reiki therapists, chiropractors, regenerative doctors, naturopaths. I even have, a business partner who uses this on pets, and she also does acupuncture. I could be here all day in terms of the plethora of people that I collaborate with, professionals. And also, I get some people that are looking for a career transition, and they're like, Maria, I want to do this. And of course, I provide, what you need to do in addition to this to maximize the benefits. I provide the training. You get sort of your own website. Everything is basically provided, and we have an amazing network of doctors where we're just constantly collaborating, exchanging ideas, and just really doing more and more to get our clients, customers, and partners to get more phenomenal results. So stem cells are the holy grail. Without healthy stem cells, you just don't have health. And so this is really going to become really dominate the market in terms of health and wellness. And this company has a lot of other amazing products coming out that I can't discuss, which are phenomenal, which are really going to take health to a whole different level, um, as if it isn't amazing as it is now. There's more coming up. I've seen it. It's unbelievable, including, as I said, that light device that's coming out this year shortly. So it's a big business, big industry, and I see this as the future of healing as one of the major modalities. Um, and so, what I wanted to say is this product cannot be, there's nothing like it on the market. This can't be copied. This is non duplicatable. The growth has been exponential. As you can see, 3,000% is pretty huge, but that's because we're getting amazing results. It's really quite phenomenal. It is been voted 2 years in a row the fastest direct selling company. So, it's an amazing opportunity. And we have all the systems to onboard you, to train you in this modality and other modalities that you need to do side by side to help your clients and your customers, because really this is what we're doing this for. We're doing it to help as many people as possible heal as quickly as possible. We want everybody to have great health. So when I do this, I actually blessing and sharing. I don't even view this as selling, because when my customers and clients see the results, they are just blown away and they're like, wow. Again, in conjunction with other modalities such as eating healthy, using sound frequencies and other things. So, just bear that in mind. So, it is the fastest growing company in the world. I wanted to say that it has an amazing compensation plan, and I am happy to sit down with any doctor, person, whoever, chiropractor that would like to go through the compensation plan to discuss joining and how we can get your business to the next level of enhancing results for your clients, which is what it's all about. But at the same time, transforming your personal health and your finances. Okay, because really a dream life is all about having good health, having healthy finances, being able to do the things that you enjoy, travel the world and enjoy your family, and not have to worry about someone being unhealthy or not healthy. And that's all I wanted to say about this in terms of what it is, what it does. Again, in the description of this video, I have one link, which is you can go and see all the studies, all the science, patents, FDA approvals, whatever you want to see, so that you can see that this is, one of the leading, if not the leading light modality out there in the market for stem cells. And then another link where you can go and see some of the other light tech that's included and the other products that this company has, including the light tech that's coming. There's a bit of an introduction on that. And there will be a documentary coming out to showcase this company, its amazing products, and in particularly the light technology that no one has in this world, never been done before, which is going to take your health and wellness to the next level. So again, thank you so much for watching this presentation. And I will, go and post this also in my private Facebook group. So if anybody is interested in the technology, would like to know more, please speak to me. If there is also any doctors, chiropractors, healers, whoever that is interested in perhaps incorporating this light tech in their practice, please also reach out to me and I can help you with that. And I will work very closely with you to show you how to incorporate it, how to enhance their results, and what other modalities you will need to implement side by side to make that happen. So thank you, everybody. Mahalo for watching, and God bless you wherever